Right, just having a quick ride on what is believed to be a 1946 Raleigh Sports X Tourist. Couple of reasons. One, just to give it a bit of a test run so I can assess its mechanical condition and structural condition before commencing work on it, to see if there's anything glaringly obvious, any obvious faults. I wanted to dispose of some stale bread to the ducks. And thirdly, just really to get a bit of headspace. I've been doing a lot of work, really. I've been putting a lot of hours into the vehicles and the house and various other things, and I just wanted to get out on the bike to have a bit of a break from stuff. And cycling is good for that. It's hugely beneficial to physical and mental health. Something which many people have realised, and I always extol the virtues of cycling. People get the idea that you've got to spend a lot of money or put a lot of effort into it, and it's not the case at all. You can put as much or as little as you want into it. But it's just nice to potter along. So yeah, I've just given the bike a quick once over. I'll stop to have a closer look at it in just a moment, because I'm not going far today, not in the condition that it's in. I think this would be a good juncture to stop. But it's riding pretty well, considering I've done the bare minimum to it, i.e. just to put the thing on the road, after I sort of got it out of the car, after I brought it back. And I've just given all the bearings, etc., a squirt of oil. I've not had the chain case open yet to get to the chain, so as I say, I'm not going very far. And I've not been able to put any air in the tyres. I did when I brought it home, because I noticed the rear was practically flat, and it's pretty soft now. You can feel any bumps or imperfections in the road, any sharp imperfections going up to the rim, which is not good. So I'm not doing anything too serious with it. I don't have a Schrader adapter on one of the pumps. I'm not faffing around with getting the car pump out just for this excursion. I slackened the front wheel bearing off because it was very tight. The hub, it was getting jammed up. They should just move when you lift them up like that. They should just move or fall under the weight of the valve. And there should be a very slight trace of play at the wheel rim. And that was very tight, was that. But otherwise, yeah, it's it's going to be the basis of a very sympathetic, well, not a restoration, because that's not what I'm doing. It's going to be a very sympathetic sort of recommissioning and refresh, really. It needs a good clean. There's a couple of details incorrect, like this later 3-speed handlebar trigger. I've got some ideas around in the gear change control, which I'll get onto in a future video when I start doing it, but it's sort of related to that Raleigh Sports model of similar vintage I've got with the caliper brakes. I've just put the bell on it. It's off to Manchester. I've just put the bell on it because I'm going with this being a 1946 post-war, and thanks to some of the gentlemen who've helped me on that, and you know who you are, dating this bike and getting a model designation, because there are a bewildering range of models all over the Raleigh production. But that Raleigh Industries, I don't think that bell has ever been fitted before. Now, the shiny condition is at odds with the bike currently, but I've just put it on just while I go along the canal. Same with the pump. Raleigh Industries, I've had this squirreled away exactly for a bike like this, because 90% of these bikes are without pumps. What else? Yeah, period rear lights. The rack was on when I got it. The saddle is a Terry 2-spring. That is undoubtedly the one it had from new, because they were available with Terrys or Brooks. Nice spring seat job, exceedingly worn and letting things down a bit. Well, it will when it's been done. And this massive rear mudguard, that's a proper half circle job, is that. They usually stop a couple of inches up, but this one, it comes right down to you know, to cover half the wheel there. So yeah, it's going to be a good fixer-upper, is this. Oh yes, if you're buying one of these, it's got to be as complete as possible, because there are many fittings that are year specific. The later ones stuff is still relatively easy to come by, so anything from around 1949 or 50 onwards, but these early ones, pre-war and immediate post-war, there are several unique fittings that are hard to come by, such as the headset there, and this here, the gear indicator window. That was the earliest style with a big square notch cut out of it. There are other things as well on certain bikes, like axle nuts and that sort of thing, obviously brake gear, and even stuff like you know, the mudguard securing nuts and bolts. The bolts are often missing because the lug is threaded as well, you see. The bolts are just there, sorry, the nuts are just there to provide a locking function. So yeah, I've still not found out what that says. Might be able to clean it up a bit better. We're not sure about that. I think it was Mr. Velocipedium suggested it could have been something like all weather or something. I'm not sure. It doesn't help when I'm reading it sort of upside down. But that's to be determined. But yeah, overall, well, the only thing that is missing, which is easily remedied, is one of the sliders there for the chain case. And I've just popped on a bottom bracket oiler with the flip top, because the one it come with was missing the flip top, so I've just done that. So yeah, that's it really. I'm gonna head back now. There's been some heavy downpours, but now the sun's roasting hot. So I'll get back home. You might be able to hear that rear rim hitting things with the tyre being so down, like that. That was a jolt through the rear rim. It's not going to do him much good. So I'm just going to go back nice and steadily in first gear. It's my aim this year to do a video of a cycle ride from around the Rochdale area to the heart of Manchester, following this canal, with the focus being on remaining industrial relics, old mills, etc., and factories which grew up around the canal, which are in danger of all disappearing forever as they get pulled down and converted into luxury apartments. So yeah, this is a short one, this mostly an appraisal of how it rides. Yes, it rides well, and it's going to be a good, really nice bike once I've finished it. So yeah, I'll document it as and when. It won't be a full series, it'll just be little clips, bits and pieces, but yeah, stay tuned.